بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له إقرارا به وتوحيدا وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. We're returning back to our sessions, classes dealing with the famous poem al-Jazariyyah, dealing with the science or subject of at-Tajweed, which is one of the most noblest sciences, one of the most noblest disciplines to study due to its direct connection with the Book of Allah, Azza wa Jal. It's one of the first things after having or learning the proper aqidah, the proper creed, you should learn how to properly recite the Book of Allah. Because the student of knowledge, he's reciting the Book of Allah, he's memorizing the Book of Allah. Okay, so we need to know how to recite the Quran properly. So we left off on the chapter of the Sifats of the letters, the Sifats of the letters. And we mentioned that Sifat is the plural of what word?
Sifa.
Sifa, ahsant. What does Sifa mean? What does that mean? Pardon me?
Quality for
Say it one more time.
me or Hussein.
Let's go with Hussein.
Characteristic.
Ahsant, characteristic and attribute. What does it mean when your Tajweed teacher or the Tajweed scholars is speaking about Sifat? Sifat, what is it? I believe it's what you said, Hussein. I mean Hashim.
The technical usage.
Right. What does it mean?
It's like how the technical usage is secondary where we teach that, like learning what the scholars and the teacher of the Quran and the Tajweed teachers mean when they use the word sifat.
Right. What do they mean? I didn't hear the answer. What do they mean when they say this is the Sifat such and such?
The manner of how to pronounce the letter.
Tell you, it's the manner of how to pronounce the letter. How to pronounce the letter. Ibrahim, tell me two purposes of the Sifat.
Is to help distinguish the letters that have the same makhraj and also to beautify letters with different makhrajas.
Play it by sense. How many Sifat are there?
18.
18. Based on who?
The majority of the scholars.
Majority of scholars of Tajweed, including the author, says 18 Sifat. Play it. How many types of Sifats are there?
Two.
Two types. We want full, complete sentences. Okay.
Okay, sorry.
How many types of Sifats are there?
There are two types of sifats.
The two types of Sifats. What is the first type of Sifat?
Sifat al-Lazima.
Sifat lazima. What does that mean?
Means sifats.
Permanency. Okay, what were you going to say?
Same thing.
Change. That's sifat changing the pronunciation.
We're never gonna leave the letter. Okay, these will be seen in every letter. Okay, what's the rule regards to the amount of these sifats? How many sifat is each letter gonna have? Up to what?
Up to 7. Between 5 and 7. Between 5 and 7.
Sense. Every letter will have at least 5 sifats up to 7. What's the only letter that's gonna have 7 sifats? Raw. Sense. So these sifat al-lazima. What's the second type?
Arida. Arida.
Arida. With a dog. Okay. Arida. What does that mean?
Temporary sifats.
Temporary sifats. Play it. How many of them are there?
There are 11.
There are 11 in total. What are they?
إظهار قلاب رقيق تفخيم مد قصر متحرك and ساكن السكت. Oh no, ساكنة and the sect.
Play it. So he said idhar, idgham, iqlab, ikhfa, med, قصر, تفخيم, ترقيق. We got what? متحرك, ساكنة, and set. Right? Okay, and we gave examples of how these sifats that we mentioned they come temporary. It's not all the time a letter is going to be pronounced, for example, with tarqiq or tafkhim, depending on what that letter is, things like this. Okay, good. So those are the sifats al-arida. I mentioned that the author, he did not mention these sifats in this chapter specifically. He only mentioned the sifats al-lazima. So when he says there's 18 sifats, he's only talking about what? The sifats lazima. Okay? You guys remember that statement?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How many types of going back to sifat al-lazima now, the permanent sifats, how many types of sifat al-lazima are there, Hashim? Say it again.
I didn't get that far into the video.
Please, somebody help your brother out, okay? Ta'awanu 'ala al-birri wa taqwa, help one another out in righteousness and piety, okay? Allah says, help your brother out.
There's 11 Sifat al-Lazima with opposites.
Okay, so the question was, how many types of sifat al-lazima are there?
Oh, there's 2 types. Sorry.
Please.
There are 2 types.
Remember, general question, general answer, specific question, specific answer. Tayyib. So you said, what's the 2 types of sifat al-lazima, Ibrahim?
I'm not sure. I didn't write it down.
Tayyib. Got to write it down. Hussein, how many types of sifat al-lazima are there?
There are 2 types.
There are 2 types. What's the first type? Ali.
Sifat with the opposites.
Those with opposites. That's the first type. And then what's the second?
Second one, I didn't read the second one.
Clear. Those with opposites. Tell you. Those without opposites. Okay. Those without opposites. They're gonna come later in the poem. But yeah. So somebody recite the first line of the chapter real quick. Matter of fact, we're not gonna do it like that, only because we just want to run down what we already took. What's the first sifa we mentioned? We mentioned.
And the first, he mentions all, and then he starts by mentioning hams.
Right. So we mentioned, he said, Sifatu jahrun, warikhun, mustafil, munfatihun, musmatitun. He gave 5 sifa, and then he says, what did the qul? Then he's going to mention and tell us the opposites of those 5. Okay. Those opposites of those 5. So the first one I gave you guys was what in your notes?
Hams.
Humps. What does hump mean linguistically?
Whisper.
Whisper. What does it mean when we talk about this letter is a humps letter?
The flow in pronouncing a letter.
Hey, well, the flow of breath or flow of air after pronouncing a letter due to a weak dependence on the makhraj. What's your question?
That was my question. If it was due to a weak dependence on the makhraj or sifat, I was confused on which one it was.
Due to a weak dependence on the makhraj, meaning when I pronounce this letter, I don't need to touch the makhraj that much. Soon as I touch it, this flow of air comes out. F, S, Esh. Okay, as you understand?
Yes, sir.
What's the letters of humps?
فحطه شخص سكت.
How many letters is that?
10.
10. Spell them out. What are they? What's those 10 letters?
Fa, ha, ba, ha, shin, kha, sad, sin, kaf, ta.
Sense. What's the second sifa? What's the opposite of humps? We'll say it like that.
Jahr.
Jahr. Good. What does jahr mean linguistically?
Loud.
Loud. إنه يعلم الجهر وما
Fa,
يخفى.
fa.
Okay, طيب. Jahr means loud. What does it mean when Scholars of Tajweed speak about it.
Trapping of air. Weak dependence on the makhraj.
Right, the trapping of air due to a strong dependence on the makhraj. When I say, for example, ed, okay, hop, okay, no air comes out when I start to pronounce this letter, okay, because I have a strong dependence on the makhraj. The letter attaches to the makhraj a lot when we start to pronounce this letter. Good. What are the letters of jahr?
Anything outside of the 10 letters of the hams.
Sense. Good job. Play it. What is the next sifa we mentioned? Number 3. Okay. 3 out of what? 3 out of what with those were opposites? How many those were opposites?
11.
11. Play it. So we are on 3 out of what?
2 out.
Okay, good. Well, we spoke about 2 out of 11. Play it. The next one, number 3. Which one was that?
Rikhwan.
Rikhun. Good. Rikhun means what?
Weakness or ease.
Play it.
Yeah.
Weakness or ease. Play it. What does it mean as a term, as a Tajweed student, as a Tajweed scholar?
Flowing of sound. Weak
Say it
dependence.
again?
Flowing of sound. Weak dependence of makhraj.
Due to a what?
Weak dependence of
I
makhraj.
said the flowing of a sound due to a weak dependence on the makhraj, okay? And then once I hit the makhraj, the sound, I can't stop the sound, okay? Sound keeps coming. I can't stop it, okay? Ash, okay? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Play it. How many letters of rikhwan are there?
16.
16, ahsant. Now, the rikhwan is special because you have, when we talk about rikhwan, what's the opposite? What's the next? See if I gave you guys. Tawassut. Tawassut is in between rikhwan and its opposite. Tawassut is number 4 out of what?
11.
11.
11. Play it. And it's between what? Tawassut means what?
In the middle.
Say it again.
Middle.
Middle, moderation, right? Middle ground, right? Right in the middle. Play it. What does it mean when we speak about the letters? This letter is a letter of tawassut.
It doesn't the sound doesn't flow completely, but then it is also like held back. So it's right
Right.
in between both.
Exactly. So when we pronounce this letter, the sound is not gonna flow totally, completely. Like if I just said, for example, okay? Esh. As soon as I say these letters, S, I can't stop the sound. These letters, nor are they totally held back. For example, if I said ah, can't hear any sound. Okay. Ed, you don't hear any sound. M, not that letter. Eb, you don't hear any sound. Okay. Ek, you don't hear any sound. Et, you don't hear any sound, right? Agreed? Now on the tawassut letters, the letters of, how many letters are these letters?
5.
5.
5. Naam. وبين الإخوان والشديد Lin Umar. The 5 letters are Lin Umar, Lam, Noon, Ain, Mim, Ra. When I say L, okay, the sound still comes out. It's not like Ed, you don't hear any sound, okay? L, okay? M, okay? N, R, okay? Mafhum? You guys understand?
Yes,
Like,
sir.
which number Sifa are we on and what is it?
The 5th one.
The
Should
5th
be
out of what?
5 out of 11.
5 out of 11. Good. And what is it called?
Should be.
What again? Shidda. Shidda. What does shidda mean linguistically?
Right.
Strength. Ahsant. What does it mean when the Tajweed scholars say this is a letter of shidda?
Wrapping of sound when pronouncing the letter.
Right. The trapping the sound in the makhraj. Okay. The sound is trapped. Okay. Ed. Okay. What's the letters of shidda? Hold on. One second. Answer. How many letters of shidda are there?
8.
8 letters of shiddah. What are the letters of shiddah?
جيت قاطن باكت.
Sense. Ajid qatin baket. Hamza, Jeen, Dal, Qaf, Ta, Ba, Kaf, Ta. Okay. Got the ed. Okay. Ed, Aq, Ak, At. Got that?
Yes, sir.
Right. So now we're gonna move on. So we took how many out of 11 of those were opposites?
5.
5. Okay. So we're gonna take the next. We're gonna take number 6. Okay. So somebody read the next line. Actually, the next we don't read the next half of the line because we're gonna take the opposite first. So the next one, number 6, we're gonna take is al-istifal. Istifal. Istifal. And this is when he mentions mustafil. Okay. Sifatuha jahrun wa rikhun mustafil. Okay. Mustafil. Okay. So the sifa number 6 is called istifal. 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 Okay. A letter that has the attribute or the sifa of istifal, we call that letter mustafil. Okay. So the letters of istifal, we're gonna call that. This is a mustafil letter. Okay. That's why he said mustafil. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What does istifal mean? Istifal means lowness. Okay. Lowness. Okay. Below. Okay. Lowness. Okay. Istifal means lowness. What's the next way we're gonna define this letter?
Technically,
Say it again.
the technical meaning of the letter.
Technical meaning, right? We defined it linguistically. Istifal means to be low, lowness. The technical term, istifal is the lowering of the back portion of the tongue to the floor of the mouth. The lowering of the back portion of the tongue to the floor of the mouth during pronunciation. So when you say like bad, the back part of my tongue is going down. It's not going up. If I keep the back part of my tongue up, it's gonna pronounce what? Aw, ba, okay? Ta, jaw, da. No, it's like alligator, okay? Bad, jab, tab. You understand? Foul again is the lowering of the back portion of the tongue to the floor of the mouth during pronunciation. Open up your mouth, okay? Put your tongue low, okay? Not high, which we're gonna speak about next, okay? So again, recap, istifal means linguistically what?
Lowness.
Lowering.
Lowness. What does it mean as tajweed student?
Lowering the back portion of the tongue.
During pronunciation, okay? During pronunciation, okay? Nextly, we want to speak about the amount of letters. How many letters are letters of istifal? We say there are 22 letters of istifal. 22 letters of istifal. There are 22 letters of istifal. And we call these letters the apple letters, okay? 22 apple letters. Why we say apple letters? Because it's pronounced like apple. These letters are going to be pronounced like okay? Bad, tad, okay?
Sir.
So these are the 22 quote unquote apple letters, okay? Okay? So you guys got that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So he said that when he says mustafil, so good. So Hamza will be we will give ba. Ba is a letter of what? Istifal, okay? So we call this letter a what? This letter is mustafil. You understood?
Yes, sir.
That's 6. Now we're gonna speak about its opposite. Its opposite. Its opposite. Somebody recite the line. Cite the second part of the line of وَبَيْنَ رِخْوٍ وَالشَّدِيدِ لِنْ عُمَرٍ.
والصبر عليا قصة ضغط قد حصل.
This is what we speak about this sifa, okay? The 6th sifa Okay. No, I'm sorry, the seventh one. Pardon me. It's called isti'la. 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 Okay. Isti'la. Okay. Isti'la. It's the opposite of istifal. Okay. It's the opposite of istifal. What does isti'la mean? You guys ever heard the word ala? Ulaika ala hudam min rabbihim, right? Ala, okay? Ar-Rahmanu ala al-arsh istawa. Heard that word before?
Yes, sir.
Isti'la means elevation. Elevation, okay? That's what it means. Elevation, okay? The root word ayn, lam, okay? And wow, like ulu, wasaba ulwan. This means to be high, lofty, okay? Allah is al-Ali, the most high, okay? Al-A'la, sabbih isma rabbikal a'la. Glorify your Lord, the most high, okay? Al-Isti'la means elevation, okay? That's what it linguistically means, okay? As a term, remember, as a principle, the people now they say, وَبِدِدِّهَا تَتَبَيَّنُ الْأَشْيَاء. Opposites, a thing is made clear by its opposite. A thing is made clear by its opposite, or things are made clear by their opposites. So istifal is lowness, okay? Or we said istifal is to lower the back part of the tongue. What is isti'la? What do you guys think that is? What does it mean?
To elevate the back of the tongue.
Right. Isti'la is the rising of the back of the tongue to the upper palate of the mouth when pronouncing one of its letters. It's the rising of the back part of the tongue to the upper palate, right? This hard part of my mouth during pronunciation. The rising of the back part of the tongue to the upper palate of the mouth when pronouncing one of its letters. And the upper palate we have mentioned is the hard upper palate, where calf is pronounced from when we raise the back part of our tongue. Ek, okay? Is this clear?
Yes.
Yeah. So in the line of poetry, recite the line of poetry again, someone.
والسبع
Good. Bismillah.
والسبع علوا فاستطعتم قد حصل.
Good. He says, وَالسَّبْعُ عُلْوًا. In the 7 letters of isti'la. So that's the amount of letters it is. وَالسَّبْعُ. Okay? وَالسَّبْعُ عُلْوًا. And the 7 letters of isti'la are restricted to خُصَّ ضَغْطٍ قِذْ. خُصَّ ضَغْطٍ قِذْ. Okay? There's 7 letters of isti'la, and they are what? Spell them out for me.
Kha,
Kha. Hold on. Start over. Number 1.
Kha,
Kha.
Dad,
Dod.
Dad,
Dod.
Din,
Dog. Dog.
Dad, Dad,
Not Dod. Dog. Hein. Hein.
Qiz, Qaf,
Hold on. You skipped the letter after Hein. You got 4. Dog.
Din,
Somebody. What'd you say?
Kha,
Daw.
Dad, Qiz, Qaf,
Off.
and Dha.
Daw. 7 letters, okay? They are Kha, Khussa, Kha, Sad, Dad, Ghain, Ta, Qaf, Dha, okay? And we call these the 7 awful letters. We said 7 awful letters. Why we say awful? Because that's how these letters are pronounced. Aw, Qa, okay? Kha, okay? Sad, okay? Dad, Gha, ta, qaf, za. Okay, not kha. That's not kha. Okay, not da, not ra. Okay, not ta, not sa. Okay, you can't even pronounce the letter properly. Agree or disagree?
Agree.
Okay, so isti'lal is the rising. That's what happens. The letter is pronounced like ah, kha, da, ta, because the back part of my tongue is raised up. If I put it down, it's gonna be pronounced with taraqiq. It's gonna be pronounced like at. Okay, kha, ya khalidin, khalidin. No, khalidin. You guys understand that?
Yes, sir.
So this is the reason why people have these type of mistakes saying khalidin. Okay, because they put in what? The back part of their tongue where? Up or down?
Down.
Down. Okay? When these letters, these 7 letters are supposed to be raised up, the back part of your tongue is raised up, okay? That's what makes the aw sound, okay? These are the awful letters, okay? So how many letters of isti'lal are these?
7.
I'm sorry, let me say that again. How many letters of isti'lal are they?
7.
7. What's 7 early one? Okay, it's 7 letters of isti'lal. Good. Okay, what are these? What's our nicknames for this?
Awful letters.
These are the awful letters. What's the letters of isti'lal? What's the nickname for those?
That's
Istifal or isti'la?
Istifal. What's the nickname for those letters?
Apple letters.
The apple letters. Okay, apple, awful. Okay, you guys can take your Ustad Abu Hudayfa. Okay, I heard him say that. I was like, I like that. I'm gonna take that. Okay. Okay, so as a point, also the letters of isti'lal, those 7 letters. Okay, these are the strongest letters in the Arabic language. These are the strongest letters in the Arabic language. Okay,
Sure.
that's a point to make. Strongest letters in the Arabic language. Oh yeah. So we're gonna move on to the next sifa. Is that clear? Istifal and isti'lal.
Yes, sir.
It's very important sifats right there. Okay, those very important sifats. We're gonna speak about them more when we get to the chapter of Babun fi dhikri ba'di tanbihats. Okay, when he says faraqaqan mustafilan. Okay, make the letters of isti'la with tarqiq, pronounce them with tarqiq. Okay, or نعم وفخم اللام من اسم الله أم فتح وضم كعبد الله وحرف الاستعلاء فخم. The letters of isti'lal, pronounce them with tafkhim. Okay, so we're gonna get there. Okay, but yeah, which number sifa are we on?
8 out of 11.
8 out of 11. Ahsens. 8 out of 11. Remember, we always try to connect the numbers with these things. Okay, it's a way to, it's a memory technique. Okay, when you connect the numbers. Okay, it's a memory technique as opposed to just listing them down. No, 8 out of 11. I remember it. No, I got 3 left. Okay, or I missed one. Okay, that's why I always try to connect the numbers. Okay, so 8 out of 11. This next one, this next sifa is infitah. 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 Okay, and he mentions this when he says what? Munfatihun, right? Munfatihun in the first line of the chapter, right?
Yes, sir.
Sifatuha jahrun warikhun mustafil munfatihun. Okay, so the 8th sifa is called infitah. Infitah. What do you guys think that a letter of infitah will be called?
Musmat.
Say it again. No. Try it again. Say this is a such and such letter. This letter is just like mustafil, right? Is a letter of infitah will be called munfatihun. Okay? Munfatih. Okay? Clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Munfatihun. Okay? Munfatihun. So the sifa is called infitah. 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 What does infitah linguistically means? Infitah linguistically means opening. Opening. Okay? Opening or separating. Okay? To be separated. Okay? But opening. Okay? To be opened up. Okay? Opening. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Allah mentions what? إِذَا جَاءَ نَصْرُ اللَّهِ وَالْفَتْحِ. Fath. The word fat, the root word fatiha means to be opened up, okay? Allah mentions that when the help of Allah comes in, the fath comes, the conquest of Mecca. It opens up, okay? Mecca is conquered, okay? Islam is open and spreads, okay? So fataha means to be opened up, okay? Like that's what the root word means. But infitah is opening, okay? Remember that. Like as a term, what does it mean? Remember the linguistic meaning is always going to have a connection with what?
The root word. Oh no.
So the root word is the linguistic meaning, right?
Yes.
The linguistic meaning will always have a connection with, what do you guys think?
The Arabic language.
So the Arabic language, that's the meaning is coming from the Arabic language.
Technical meaning.
Technical meaning, the technical meaning. The linguistic meaning is always going to have a connection with the technical meaning. Just like isti'la means what? Linguistically?
Elevation.
Elevation.
Elevation. What does it mean when we talk about in tajweed? The back part of the tongue rising, elevated. You understand? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So infitah, what does it mean? As a tajweed student, okay, tajweed teacher, it means the center part of your tongue is lying flat and opening, okay, during pronunciation. Your mouth is opening during pronunciation, okay? So the center part of the tongue is lying flat and opening one's mouth during pronunciation, okay? The center part of the tongue is lying flat and the mouth is opening during pronunciation, okay? Ah, okay? Bad, tab, okay? The center part of my tongue is lying flat, okay? Meaning that my tongue is separated from my upper palate, this upper part of my tongue. My tongue is separated from that. It's not hugging that, okay? It's not touching that at all, okay? As opposed to thaw. Say thaw.
Oh,
Weird. Your tongue is up, touching that part of your mouth, right? Say sawed.
Oh,
Center part of the tongue is touching up top of your mouth, okay? Say law.
oh,
And say bad.
Bad.
Dad.
Dad.
Lamb.
Lamb.
Mean. Wow.
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 All these letters that we just pronounced, it's not hugging the top part of my mouth, okay? My tongue is flat when I pronounce them, okay? You understand? So this is infitah, okay? The mouth is opening up, okay? The center part of my mouth, the center part of my tongue is separating from the top of my mouth, okay? Play it. The amount of letters. That's what we speak about next with these letters, right? It's going to be 25 letters of infitah. 25 letters of infitah, okay? 25 letters of infitah, okay? And also, as I mentioned last class, another reason why we ordered these Sifaat in this order was because the first Sifa that we mentioned is always going to be the weak one, okay? The next one is the strong one, okay? So Hums is weak, Jahr is strong, okay? Rikhun is weak, Shidda is strong. Istifal is weak, Isti'lal is strong, you understand? So the next Sifa, after Infitah, we're going to speak about its opposite. Its opposite, okay? Its opposite is called itbaq, 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 okay? Itbaq. And he mentioned these letters where? You tell me, based on your knowledge. Figure it out. Where did he mention these letters in the poem?
Sadu, Tadu, Dahu, Ekat.
Mashallah. Hufaz, mashallah. People, when you memorize, you keep the knowledge. Okay. You didn't memorize, you probably wouldn't have got all of it. You understand? This is the importance of memorization, okay? The talib al-ilm, the student knowledge has to memorize, period, okay? We don't want you, I got to carry my books. No, what do you got in your chest? What you got, okay? What you got with you, okay? Should be able to teach wherever you are, okay? I mentioned to you guys before, Imam Shafi'i, it's quoted that he said, ilmi ma'i, haythu ma yammamtu yanfa'uni. He said, my knowledge is with me. Wherever I go, it benefits me. Qalbi wi'a'un lahu, la batanun fi sunduqi. My heart is a vessel for it. It's not locked up in the chest, in some treasure box. In kuntu fil bayti, kana al-ilmu fihi ma'i. If I'm in a house, then my knowledge is with me. Or kuntu fi suqi, kana al-ilmu fi suqi. Or if I'm in the marketplace, if I'm at the mall, if I'm at the shop, then the knowledge is in the mall. The knowledge is in the shop, okay? This is the importance of memorization, okay? When you memorize, you can benefit people. What understanding? Okay, what understanding, memory, memorization, and understanding, you could benefit yourself and others. Okay, you could benefit people. Okay, very important to memorize. Okay, some people will say, we don't gotta memorize, I can just understand. In your dreams, 20 years down the line, 15 years down the line, 5 years down the line. Matter of fact, you read a book, read this book, right? Say for example, you read a book next week. Tell me what you learned. Okay, tell me what you learned. You won't remember it. Okay, the information will go. Why? Because you didn't memorize. Didn't memorize. Okay, memorize. Okay, طيب. So back on track. The ninth sifa that we mentioned is what?
باق.
Ittabaq. Ittabaq. What does ittabaq mean? Ittabaq means closing, covering, or surrounding something. Closing, covering, surrounding. Okay. Ittabaq. Okay. Like the word atabiq in the Arabic language, atabiq is a plate. Is a plate. You call it tabiq a plate. Okay. Why? Because it's circle, it's encompassing. Okay. Allah mentions this root word tabaqaf in the Quran. It's Surah Al-Mulk. You guys got any idea?
Pardon, can you say that again?
Allah mentions this root word tabaqaf, okay, in the Quran. Fi Surah Al-Mulk. Surah Al-Mulk. You guys give me an ayah. Right in the beginning of this surah. Aywa, now. الذي خلق سبع سماوات Who created سبع سماوات, he created the 7 heavens, طباق, one over another, okay? One over another, okay? طيب. All right, what does it mean as a term? Okay, as we say, this letter is a letter of ittabaq. This letter is a letter of ittabaq. Okay, what does that mean? This means that the center part of your tongue is embracing the roof of the mouth. Okay, it's embracing the roof of the mouth when pronouncing one of his letters. Okay, the center part of the tongue is embracing, okay, the roof of the mouth when pronouncing one of his letters.
So the center is touching the roof?
Right, okay. Yeah. So what did we say that these, let's say it again. The amount of letters of ittabaq are what? You guys said it. What are the letters? 4. 4 letters. So the amount of letters of ittabaq are 4. Okay. Wasadu, dadun, ta'u, dha'u. Mutbaqa. These letters are called mutbaqa. These are the mutbaqa letters. These are the back letters. Okay. Wasadu, dadun, ta'u, dha'u. Wasadu, dadun, ta'u, dha'u. Wasadu, dadun, ta'u, dha'u. Okay. These letters are at the back. Okay. You say sod. Okay. Sod. The part of my tongue, the part is touching the top of my mouth. Sod. Okay. Thaw. Okay, Dod, Dod. You can't pronounce it if you don't put your center part of your tongue at the top of the mouth. Okay. So again, this is the practicality of learning the Sifaat. Okay. Some people just, they know what the term is, but they can't make it practical. You understand? They know this is a Sifaat. Okay, that's a Sifaat. But how does it correlate with you reciting the Quran? You pronouncing the Arabic language. You understand? No, your back part of your tongue should be up. Okay. I'm sorry, the center part of your tongue should be hugging your top of your mouth. Thaw. Okay. Thaw. Okay. Sod. Dod. You guys try it. Say sod.
Sod.
Dod.
Bod.
Say thaw.
Ba.
Thaw.
Ba.
Ba.
That. Oh, every time you pronounce one of these 4 letters, it's touching the top of your mouth. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Sir.
Oh yeah. So that's 9 out of subhanAllah. Okay, I'll say that. It's 9 out of what?
11.
9 out of 11. Okay. 9 out of 11. Okay. And just as a quick point, all of the letters, what's the letters of it the back one more time? And how many are there?
4 letters.
What are they?
Bod. Bod. Ba. And Ba.
Since those 4 letters, notice that all of these 4 letters are also what? Letters of what? What
The
other?
all 4 letters.
All 4 letters. I sense, mashallah. They all are letters of isti'la. Okay. They're part of the 7 letters of isti'la. Okay. I sense. Oh yeah. And these 4 letters, these are strongest in the alphabet. These are the strongest in the alphabet. Oh yeah. Okay. Now, how many, which sifa are we on now?
10.
10 out of 11.
We explained every line, right? We explained up to now. Wasadu, dadun, ta'u, dhal, mutbaqa. Right. So we said the sod, the sod, the dad, the ta, and dhal are the letters have at the back. That's what it means, okay? Wasadu, dadun, ta'u, dhal. The sod, dad, ta, and dhal have at the back. Okay? Have at the back. Please. So the next letter, I'm sorry, the next sifa. The next sifa is called Ismat. 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 Okay. Hamza, Sod, Mim, Alif, Ta. Okay. And he mentioned this in the beginning of the first line, right? Munfatihun, musmetetun. Okay. Musmetetun. Musmetetun. Okay. Ismat. Okay. Ismat. Okay. Any letter that has the attribute or the sifa of ismat is going to be called musmetet. Okay? Musmet. Musmetitun, musmetetun. Okay. What does ismat mean? Ismat means restraint. Let me say this before I say that, okay? Write down restraint. It means restraint, okay? Restraint. It means restraint, okay? It means restraint. Okay? The Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, he said, famous hadith, Man kana yu'minu billahi wal yawm al-akhir. Whoever believes in Allah on the last day, فَلْيَقُلْ خَيْرًا فَلْيَقُلِ الْخَيْرًا, to let him say what is good. Oh, liyasmut. No, I'm sorry. فَلْيَقُلْ خَيْرًا, let him say what is good. Oh, or liyasmut. Sod mean ta. Liyasmut, let him shut up. Let him be quiet. Restrain. Restrain from speaking. Okay. Hadith is in for the hadith of Imam Nawawi. من كان يؤمن بالله واليوم الآخر فليقول خيرا, let him say what is good. أو ليصمت, or let him be quiet, shut up. Okay, don't speak. Okay, restrain from speaking. Okay, so this is where sod mean ta means restraint. Okay, all right. As a point, this sifa of what's this sifa called?
Ismat.
Smack. Okay, sometimes it's called sumtun as well. Sumtun. Okay. But this sifa and its opposite, they don't have anything to do with the pronunciation of the letters. I'll say that again. They don't have anything to do with the pronunciation of the letters. Okay. So these two Sifaats, these last two that we're gonna mention, they don't have anything to do on how you say the letter. It's just the way that the people of knowledge, the scholars of Tajweed in the Arabic language, categorize these letters, okay? They categorize these letters into these two types of Sifa. I'm going to give you the reason why, okay? So know for sure, as a point, know for sure that this Sifa, Ismat, has nothing to do on how you pronounce a letter of Ismat, okay? Does that make sense to you guys, or it's not clear?
Yes, sir. I understand.
So what is Ismat? Ismat, okay? Ismat, I'm gonna make it easy for you. People, scholars that give it kind of technical definition, a really technical definition with regards to Ismat. But I only see it beneficial for a person who knows the Arabic language, okay? For the person who knows the Arabic language, okay? Because it's tied to basically knowing Arabic, okay? Basically, the letters of Ismat are the letters pronounced from the teeth and throat, okay? The teeth and throat, okay? Or inside the mouth, okay? Those letters that come inside the mouth, okay? All the letters that come inside the mouth, okay? The letters pronounced from the teeth and throat, okay? For the most part, okay? Because if I give you guys the technical definition, we're gonna be on it for the whole class, okay? Because it's explaining Arabic stuff, and it's not. I don't see it beneficial for us right now. We're not learning Arabic right now. We're just learning how to recite the Quran, okay?
Yes, sir.
The amount of letters. How many letters are letters of Ismat? 23 letters. 23 letters. 23. 23. Okay. Yes. Ibrahim.
Where did you say they were from, the letters?
The letters is pronounced from like the teeth and throat, okay? Once you know its opposite in this letter, it's gonna be easier to know what letter it is, okay? Remember, none of these letters have nothing to do on how you pronounce it anyway. Okay, so some scholars, I've seen in some books, some scholars don't even mention these two. They don't even mention them, okay? Because they don't have anything to do with how you pronounce the letter, okay? But yeah. So we're gonna move on to this opposite, okay? Ismat is, we said, is to what? Restraint, okay? Its opposite is called Islaq, 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 Islaq. Hamza to wasl, Dal, okay? Lam, Alif, Qaf, Islaq, Islaq, okay? Islaq. And he mentions this in the poem as well, these letters. Okay, we're gonna get there. What does it mean linguistically though? Islaq means fluency, fluency for something to flow, okay? Fluency for something to flow, okay? What does it mean as a term? Okay, what does it mean as a term? These are the letters that are pronounced with swift and ease. Okay, they just flow. They just come from the okay. The letters that are pronounced with swift and ease. Okay, due to them coming from the tip of the tongue, like lam, ra, noon, or one of the two lips, fa, or from both lips together. When both lips together, bad meme. Okay, so these are the letters that come from the tip of the tongue or the lips. Okay. So these letters, they pronounce with swift and ease. They flow off the lips and off the tongue with ease. Is this clear?
Sir, you said the tongue and the lips, correct?
Tongue and the lips, okay? The tongue and the lips. The tip of the tongue. Well, let's say that again. The tip of the tongue. The tip of the tongue. I gotta say that. The tip of the tongue, okay? The letters that come from the tip of the tongue or the lips, okay? Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Play it. You guys tell me what these letters are and tell me how many they are based on your knowledge.
6. 6.
6. Okay, what are, okay, 6. letters of itlaq, good, itlaq, good. What are they? I don't have to tell you guys. You guys memorize, right?
Yes, sir.
فرّ من لبي.
Say it again, Akhi.
فرّ من لبي.
Ahsens, good job. It's the first time you spoke in class, I think. You're really quiet today. But alhamdulillah, I'm joking with you. But alhamdulillah, that was it. Farra min lub. Farra min lub. Farra, fa, ra, okay? Mim, noon, min, lub. Lam, ba, okay? Farra min lub, okay? وفر من لب الحروف المغلقة are the letters of إطلاق, okay? Huruf is letters. Mutlaqa is talking about itlaq. Okay. So we say what? In farra min lub are the letters of itlaq. That's what that line means. Okay. Or that half part of the line. Wa farra min lub al huruf al mutlaqa. In farra min lub are the letters of itlaq. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
MashaAllah. طيب. 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 Farra min lub. Okay. So 6 letters, fa, ra, mim, noon, lam, and ba. Okay. So again, so this sifa of itlaq has nothing to do with the pronunciation, okay? As my teacher mentions, it just deals with the spirit of the letter, okay? The spirit of the letter, like where the letters are pronounced from, okay? And again, I didn't go into technicality about the ismat because it's no benefit here in this class at our level. So those are, that's 11 out of what?
11.
11 out of 11, mashallah. So we finished the letters of what? Itlaq. I'm sorry. The opposite, the sifat lazima, those were opposites. Okay. All of the sifat lazima, the permanent sifats, those attributes are the letters that's never going to leave the letter. Never going to leave them. Okay. And every letter is going to have at least 5 of them. Every letter is going to have at least one of those 11. Okay. Either with it is opposite or one or the other. Okay.
Yes.
5 up to 7. Okay. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I only have 10.
You only have 10. طيب. So you have, so let's count out. Let's count out. What's first one we mentioned?
Hams.
Hams. What's number 2?
Jahar.
Yeah. Those 2 opposites. Now the next one is really 3. It's 3 because we have a middle ground. So what's the third?
Rikh.
Rikwan.
First one.
Taw-
What's the fourth?
Tawassut.
What's it? And what's next?
Jiddan.
Okay. Remember, we said that those 3 is 3 of them, okay? Because it's a middle ground there, okay? So that's 5 out of what?
11.
11.
11.
Next.
Mustafil or istifal.
5.
Isti'lam.
There, loud. That's how many?
7.
7.
7. What's next?
Inqita.
That's 8.
Itbaq.
The back is 9.
Ismat.
10. It's 11. We just gave it. We just spoke about it for a while.
I have Farram and Lubin written down as that. The
Okay.
11th one.
So the sifa is called itlaq. Itlaq. Okay. Farra min lub are the letters, okay, of itlaq. Okay.
I have it written down. I just didn't number it.
Nah. Those are 11, okay? Those are 11 right there. I believe we should stop there, okay? I believe we should stop there and then finish out the chapter next class, okay? How long have we been doing in class? We've been in class. I think that's enough. I don't want to really have too long of classes, okay? Especially with the recordings. It's a 2-hour class. I don't think people really watch it, you know what I mean? Unless they really want to like you guys in the class. I know you guys are gonna watch it, but if I show other people 2 hours, it's a long time. It's a long class. You understand?
Yes, sir.
What do you guys think? Stop now or continue? we have 3 more lines in the chapter. However, those 3 more lines are dealing with those with opposites. I'm sorry, those without opposites. The Sifaat al-Lazima without opposites. Okay. So I think we hit a threshold moment by finishing the Sifats with opposites. Okay. I think that'd be enough to take in. You guys agree or you guys want more? Okay.
I agree with this being a good place to stop, but I would also like to finish the chapter
Say it
at the
again.
same time. I agree with this being like a good place to stop after we finished all of this, but I would also like to just finish the chapter off.
Okay. What about other people? As one.
I agree to stop here.
Okay. What does Hussein and Hashim say?
I agree.
Agreed to what? Stop or
I'm stopping here.
Okay, so well, we still, it's 5 of us, so we're not done yet. We're saying, what do you have to feel bad if they say, whatever you want?
I agree to stop.
Okay, tell you so. It's majority rules. Okay, majority rules. I'm gonna stop here. Yeah, I think that's a good place to stop. Okay. And then the next class, next week, we finish out those without opposites. We finish the chapter, and perhaps we could get into the next chapter after that, because the next chapter after this is the Babu Tajweed. Okay, Babu Tajweed. So we can possibly get into that as well. Okay, because the next 3 lines, they won't be long. It won't be long. These next 7. Okay, these next 7, those without opposites, it won't be long. And these sifats will only be seen in specific letters anyway. Okay, so we're gonna stop here with the recording. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك جزاكم الله خير